the female CEO forcibly took off the delivery man's mask and discovered that the delivery man was her ex-boyfriend who had abandoned her years ago. Looking at the man she once loved so much, now in such a sorry state, the female CEO felt a pang of sadness in her heart. But as soon as she remembered how he cruelly abandoned her back then, she immediately slapped him. Unbeknownst to her, there was a deeper reason for his abandonment. A year ago, the girl's family business suddenly went bankrupt, and her father couldn't bear the blow and passed away, leaving $100 million in debt for the girl. She called the man for comfort, but he not only ignored her call but also broke up with her. The girl desperately begged him not to leave, but he shoved her away and said that he had only been with her for her family's wealth. Now that her family had gone bankrupt and owed a $100 million debt, he wasn't willing to suffer with her. To make the girl give up completely, he even told her that he had never truly loved her, and that he only cared about money. The girl's best friend angrily called him a scumbag, but they didn't know that the man truly loved the girl. Not long ago, the man was diagnosed with cancer, and he didn't want to drag the girl down, so he proposed the breakup. To help the girl, the man agreed to donate a kidney to the chairman of a billionaire group. In exchange, the chairman invested $10 billion into the girl's company, making her the new CEO. Since the man's cancer cells were spreading rapidly, he only had a little over a year to live. He didn't give up, but chose to deliver food to make money, because his mother was critically ill and needed $500,000 for surgery. During the year he was away from the girl, he clung to their photos together to get through each day. One day, he ran into the girl's best friend while delivering food to a hospital. The best friend deliberately mocked him for being a top student yet working as a delivery man, claiming that the girl had turned the company's market value into $1 trillion and become the new richest person. The man pretended to be greedy for money, and told the best friend that he wanted to get back together with the girl. The best friend slapped him in anger, and warned him never to show up near the girl again. Just then, a male doctor came in and revealed that the man had cancer, and had donated a kidney a year ago. When the best friend saw the donation record, she realized the man had donated his kidney to get the girl a $10 billion investment. Meanwhile, the man was delivering a cake to a hotel for a class reunion, and happened to bump into the girl he had once abandoned. He accidentally got cake on her clothes. The girl didn't make things difficult for him and told him to leave. Suddenly, a male classmate called him, and upon hearing the ringtone, the classmate recognized him. The girl was instantly shocked. She forcefully ripped off his mask, and realized that the man was indeed her beloved ex. At that moment, the air in the room froze. The man planned to compensate the girl for her clothes, but the girl didn't care about the money anymore, thinking that he could never repay the emotional debt he owed her. Then, the girl noticed that the man still kept their photo together, and asked him to choose between the wallet and the photo. The man knew that if he chose the photo, it would mean he still loved her, so he decisively chose the wallet. The girl was deeply disappointed, and publicly tore up the photo. The man couldn't hold back his tears. Just as he was about to leave, the girl stopped him. She said her dress was worth $500,000, and demanded that the man say he regretted abandoning her. In exchange for not compensating her for the dress, the man showed no remorse, which made the girl very angry. She warned him that if he wanted to leave, he had to finish all the drinks, though the doctor had told him not to drink. The man agreed to drink them all, with the condition of $1 million. The girl ordered several more bottles of drinks, saying that if he finished them all, she would give him $2 million. Eventually, the man was so drunk that he could barely stand. The best friend arrived just in time, held him up, and told the girl the truth. Until the female CEO heard from her best friend that her ex-boyfriend had donated a kidney to secure a $1 billion investment for her company. Only then did she realize that he might still love her, but she couldn't understand why he had abandoned her a year ago. Just as the best friend was about to reveal the truth, the man stopped her. At that moment, classmates believing the man had heartlessly left when the girl's family went bankrupt, and had only returned for her money. They didn't believe he would donate a kidney for her, and demanded that he lift his shirt to prove he had no scars. The best friend was shocked to see that the man really had no surgical scars. The truth was that after donating his kidney to the chairman of the investment company, he asked the chairman to bring in the world's top medical team to remove the scars, thereby hiding the fact that he had secretly helped the girl. Suddenly, the girl's fiancé stepped forward, lying that it was he who had painstakingly secured the $1 billion asset from the investors a year ago, helping the girl recover from her family company's bankruptcy. The best friend, upon hearing this, angrily accused the fiancé of being despicable, but the girl had been deceived by her fiancé all along, believing her comeback was all thanks to his help. After all, the scene where the man had abandoned her was still vivid in her mind. Seeing that the best friend kept defending the man, the fiancé deliberately slandered her, claiming she had an improper relationship with him. The best friend didn't want the girl to be deceived any longer, so she took out the evidence on her phone to expose the truth. The fiancé, worried the girl would see it, swatted the phone away, explaining that the phone only contained a photo of the girl with the man, and in his excitement, he had knocked it out of her hand. Seeing that the classmates believed the fiancé's lie, the best friend clarified that the phone contained the man's kidney donation record. But at that moment, the girl no longer believed the best friend's words, warning her that if she kept defending the man, she would sever their friendship. Suddenly, the man collapsed, and the best friend had no choice but to help him to the hospital. The doctor diagnosed him as critically ill, and the best friend immediately called the girl to inform her, but the girl showed no concern, saying the man's life or death was none of her business. The next day, the girl recalled how the fiancé had become very emotional after seeing the evidence on the phone, and how the best friend had consistently defended the man, so she guessed there must be some hidden truth. She immediately went to the hospital, where the man was already in his mother's hospital room. He gave all his savings to his mother, and after arranging everything, the best friend told him that his illness was highly likely to be cured. But he had refused treatment for the sake of the girl and his mother, and earnestly asked the best friend to care for his mother after he died. Suddenly, the man collapsed in the best friend's arms, and as the two embraced, the girl happened to arrive and saw the scene, mistaking them for a couple. The man didn't deny it, and as he turned to leave, the girl called out to him. She questioned whether they had been pretending at the hotel that day to deceive her out of money. The man answered yes, then asked the girl if she could give him some more money. After hearing this, the girl finally understood that the best friend's claim about the man being ill was also a lie, and though she had once hoped for a future with him, she was now completely disappointed. After saying harsh words, she turned to leave, but suddenly a male doctor brought over a kidney donation record. Hearing it was a donation record, the girl was curious and wanted to see it, but the man stopped her just in time, which only made the girl more suspicious. She wondered if the report contained a secret related to the man. In the ensuing struggle, the man suddenly had an episode, causing the donation record to be snatched away by the girl. When she saw the contents of the report, she finally learned the truth. It wasn't until the female CEO saw her fiancé's name on the kidney donation record that she realized her ex-boyfriend and best friend had been deceiving her. They had lied, saying that a year ago, it was the ex-boyfriend who donated a kidney to secure a $1 billion investment for her. Unbeknownst to her, the donation record was fake. The fiancé had bribed a doctor in advance to alter the donor's name. This was to make the girl believe that the man had once again deceived her. The man, seeing this, continued to hide the truth, deliberately admitting that the donor was her fiancé. Just then, her fiancé happened to walk in. The best friend understood that the kidney donation record had been altered by the fiancé. She warned the girl not to believe anything her fiancé said. Although the girl didn't like her fiancé, she thought about how much he had done for her, so she decided to marry him in 3 days. The man, not wanting the girl he loved to be deceived, warned the fiancé to stay away from the girl because he wasn't worthy of being with her. The girl angrily rebuked the man, accusing him of hurting her all along, saying the one who wasn't worthy was him. Just when the man was at a loss for words, the fiancé accidentally revealed the man's involvement in ruining the girl's family business years ago. The girl was furious when she saw the investigation report. The report showed that the man had leaked company secrets, causing the company's bankruptcy. When the best friend questioned the authenticity of the report, the girl said it was something she had her people investigate in secret, and that her fiancé knew nothing about it. Little did she know, just before she arrived at the hospital, an anonymous person had delivered the investigation report to the company's front desk, instructing the front desk to pass it to the female CEO. Coincidentally, the fiancé saw the report. He secretly altered the report to frame the man. The man denied leaking company secrets, but at this moment, the girl no longer believed his words. She was certain that the man had caused her family's business to collapse a year ago, and thus caused her father's death. To vent her anger, she ordered the security guards to beat the man. Suddenly, the man's mother ran out of the hospital room and told the girl that the man had stomach cancer and was dying. When the girl saw the diagnosis, she wasn't saddened. Instead, she mocked the man for deserving his terminal illness. After saying that, she turned and walked away. At that moment, the fiancé was ecstatic, feeling like he had won. He said the man was dying and had no chance of competing with him for the girl, and that he would soon inherit the girl's family fortune, since the man's illness wouldn't last much longer. To stop the girl from marrying the fiancé, the man went to the chairman who had received his kidney a year ago, hoping the chairman would help expose the truth. A few days later, the girl was having her wedding with the fiancé, when the best friend suddenly burst into the wedding and tried to stop it. She revealed that the fiancé was the one who leaked the company's secrets and caused its bankruptcy, but no one believed her. The girl even thought she was joining up with men to scam money again like before. The best friend immediately presented video evidence, but the fiancé knocked it out of her hands and destroyed it. The wedding continued. The fiancé had planned to surprise the girl, but the video shows rival company owners. Seeing this, the fiancé panicked, because the truth was about to come to light.